Beckhams and Dua Lipa, UK's richest and youngest millionaires. Success is discovering your passion and then pursuing it relentlessly. David Beckham transformed his legacy as one of football's greatest icons into something far bigger than the sport itself. From his days at Manchester United and Real Madrid to becoming a global ambassador for luxury brands, fashion, and even international sports ventures, Beckham built an empire that stretches far beyond the pitch. Alongside him, Victoria Beckham reinvented herself from pop star to acclaimed fashion designer, cementing the Beckham name as one of Britain's most powerful dynasties. Together, they represent wealth, ambition, and influence at a global scale. On the other side of this story stands Dua Lipa, a new generation superstar who has skyrocketed to global fame with her music, style, and entrepreneurial ventures, all before reaching the age of 30. Her success shows how modern stardom, powered by streaming platforms and social media, can transform talent into multi-million-pound empires almost overnight. Section 1. Meet the Beckhams. Empire beyond the pitch. From footballer to business icon. David Beckham. David Beckham's rise to global prominence began on the pitch, but his earning power accelerated after retirement. He parlayed his fame into lucrative brand deals with Adidas, reportedly a £150 million lifetime contract, endorsements with H&M, Tudor watches, Pepsi, Nespresso, and other household names. UK property market news. Then came his bold business plays, the co-ownership of Inter Miami CF, valued around £905 million, giving him a personal stake worth roughly £235 million, the Standard Oxford Mail. He's also involved in esports through Guild Esports and major licensing ventures via Authentic Brands, owning stakes in brands like Reebok and Ted Baker. UK property market news. Oxford Mail. Victoria Beckham, from Spice Girl to fashion maven. Victoria Beckham has transitioned from pop culture to high fashion and beauty. Her eponymous label, founded in 2008, struggled initially. Her business took losses during the pandemic, but has since turned around with revenue growing to £58.8 million in 2022, and her brand valued at around £375 million, Finance Monthly. Oxford Mail. She's also expanded into beauty, licensing, and media appearances, while maintaining partnerships with major brands like Estee Lauder and Armani. HELL of Finance Monthly. Their wealth and assets. According to the Sunday Times Rich List 2025, the Beckhams' combined net worth is estimated at £500 million. The Sun. Other sources confirm figures in the £455 million, £500 million range. Business Insider. The Standard. Their property portfolio is equally impressive. A £31.5 million Grade I listed West London townhouse, a £6 million Cotswolds estate, a Miami mansion worth £50 million, plus previously sold lay property, a super yacht called Seven, and multiple Dubai properties. The Standard Oxford Mail. Tab. Despite some controversial press, like being called bad tippers by Elton John and facing criticism over furloughing staff while owning vast wealth, their brand remains globally sought after. New York Post. Reddit. The Beckhams exemplify a powerful brand couple, a recyclable image, diversified ventures, and a legacy extending far beyond football or girl power. Section 2. Dua Lipa. The youngest of the rich, rapid rise in wealth and fame. At just 29, Dua Lipa has become the youngest person on the Sunday Times 40 under 40 rich list with an estimated £115 million fortune, the Soon Insider Media Lund. She also topped Heat's list of richest UK celebrities under 30, with £104 million NME. Her net worth soared thanks to the success of her third studio album Radical Optimism, which debuted at #1 in the UK and topped charts across Europe. Wikipedia. The blockbuster Studio 2054 livestream concert that drew over 5 million viewers worldwide and boosted her tour sales by 70%. Wikipedia. Sold-out global tours, including headline slots at Glastonbury, endorsements with brands like Evian and Yves Saint Laurent, plus modeling for Versus. The Sun. An artist with purpose and influence. Beyond the numbers, Dua Lipa is recognized as a cultural force. She's won an impressive array of awards, multiple Brits, Grammys, and MTV nods Wikipedia. She also co-founded the Sunny Hill Festival in Kosovo with her father, a major music event in Pristina that raises funds for charity Wikipedia. With a global fan base, boundary-breaking music, and business acumen, Dua Lipa embodies the modern pop star. Independent, entrepreneurial, and socially conscious. Section 3. Comparing and contrasting. Generations of success. Wealth origins. Beckhams. Wealth built on legacy. David's sporting success and enduring brand. Victoria's fashion and beauty empire, combined with savvy property investments. Dua Lipa. Wealth earned rapidly in under a decade through streaming, touring, and endorsements. Age and timing. David and Victoria are in their late 40s to 50s, accumulation built over 30-plus years. Dua Lipa is just 29 and has already become Britain's youngest millionaire. They represent a new era where fame translates into multi-million-pound success very quickly. The Times. Brand positioning. The Beckhams are a global power couple: sports, fashion, philanthropy. Their brand capital is iconic. Dua Lipa is a solo brand, bold pop, forward-thinking, and connected to Gen Z through music and activism. Modern wealth trends. Their stories illustrate broader trends in UK wealth. Increasing presence of young affluent individuals. Brits under 30 earning over £1 million annually rose to 830 from 650 pre-pandemic. The Times. Shift from accumulated wealth. Beckhams to wealth built on digital, creative platforms. Dua Lipa. Section 4. What it means for the UK. Inspiration and influence. The Beckhams and Dua Lipa show different paths to wealth. The Beckhams demonstrate the enduring power of legacy and diversification. Dua Lipa embodies fast-growing creative capital. Their financial prominence feeds into the UK's cultural prestige. Sports, fashion, and music contribute billions annually and elevate the UK's global influence. Social reflections. Their wealth also sparks debate over inequality and privilege. Access to global platforms, interviews, streaming, real estate gives highs unlike ever before. Culture makers like Dua empower young creatives worldwide. But wealth concentration invites scrutiny in the UK's widening inequality gap. The Guardian. Legacy versus momentum. One couple's legacy builds on decades of cultural evolution. The other's breaks through at lightning speed, fueled by digital fame. Yet both showcase how ambition, branding, and global audiences can translate creative success into serious wealth. Conclusion. The stories of the Beckhams and Dua Lipa may seem worlds apart, one rooted in the late 1990s football and pop culture frenzy, the other born in the digital, streaming-driven, hyper-globalized music scene of the 2010s. Yet they converge on one undeniable truth. Modern celebrity is not merely about talent, but about adaptability, branding, and the ability to build empires beyond the original craft. David and Victoria Beckham represent the first wave of modern celebrity entrepreneurs, athletes and artists who understood that fame was currency. They turned their names into global brands long before Instagram existed, laying the groundwork for today's influencer economy. Dua Lipa, meanwhile, embodies the next generation, a young star who has leveraged globalization, digital platforms, and her own sharp vision to turn music into a launchpad for fashion, social influence, and serious wealth. What is perhaps most striking is how both case studies highlight the changing definition of success in Britain. The old British aristocracy built generational wealth from land and titles. Today's icons craft it from image, influence, and creativity. The Beckhams showed that legacy could be designed. Dua Lipa proves that in a connected world, even a girl from a migrant family in London can rise to become one of the wealthiest, youngest stars on the planet. And while the numbers, hundreds of millions of pounds in combined wealth, may dominate headlines, the deeper story lies in what they represent to ordinary people. They are symbols of aspiration, reinvention, and the sheer power of cultural capital. For Britain, they also serve as reminders that soft power, the ability to export music, style, and lifestyle can be just as valuable as political clout. In the end, whether it's the seasoned Beckhams securing their family dynasty or Dua Lipa breaking records as a millennial powerhouse, both stories circle back to one message. In the modern world, wealth is not just about inheritance, it's about vision. And that vision, if executed well, can last longer than any hit single, any football goal, or even any viral moment. Whether earned over decades or decades short, true wealth emerges from passion, perseverance, and the courage to dream big.